Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be developing our Gif Maker app using Flutter. So the UI of the app will look something like this. This is the screen record of the application. If you could see here, this is the home screen. It has two bottom navigation item on the bottom navigation bar. One for the home, another for the GIF. GIF will show the list of GIF that you have already generated using this app. So if I press play over here, so basically when you press on the upload video button, it will open the video gallery, and you can choose the file over here. Once you choose it, it will show the video file that you have selected. Then you click on convert to GIF. It will take some time to convert it back to GIF. So after the conversion, it will show the GIF file on the page. So basically when you go on GIF, your generated GIF will show over here in a grid list view. So if you click on convert to GIF, when the file is not available, then you will be presented with the snack bar to show the error. If you want the source code, then the source code will be down in the description. And if you want to see me explain how I did it, then please continue watching the video. Cue the intro. Let's see a few of the dependency. So the dependency we require is video player, path provider, image picker, and Flutter FFmpeg. Okay, if you go on readme.md, so you need to add this many configuration changes, info plist of the file, and internet permission on the Android manifest. Alright, and if you go on lib, this is the main class. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this is the main file of the application. I haven't done any changes to the main file. It returns a material app. Material app will have a home view. So if you go on view file, click on home view. This is the home view. So it's a stateful widget that has few of the elements that are required for the generation of the GIF and the displaying the list of generated GIFs. So I have in this home view, I have made a bottom navigation bar. Thus, I have created a list of widgets as views, like two views, one for the GIF maker and another for the showing the GIFs that are generated. So this is the list of string for the generated GIFs. So I will explain those items later on. So if you go on the init state, what I've done is I have set the selected index to 0 and generated GIFs to empty list of string and view also to the empty list. After that, I've used the load required data. The load required data for the GIF maker, I require GIF directory access, and for the displaying the list of GIFs, I need the list of string of generated GIFs. Basically that contains the path of the GIFs. So if you go on load required data here, we have used the get application documents directory. Once the data is found, then what we'll do is we'll try to create a GIF directory over here. I'll check for whether this directory exists or not. If it exists, then if it doesn't exist, then I will create the GIF directory. Else I will try to fetch whatever the file that are available in the GIF directory. So basically you can see over here, I'm trying to list everything. It returns a stream of file system entity. If I listen to it, I get the files. So what I've done is I've created a file using the file path that I have found from this directory and check for whether the file is empty or not. If it's not empty, here I have checked for the length. Length returns a byte of the file. So if it's greater than 0, what I want to do is I want to add to the list of available GIFs. So for the stream, we have on-done method. So basically when this listening to the GIF directory is completed, what I want to do is I want to call the set state method, which will assign available GIFs to the generated GIFs and create the views. Create two views, one for the GIF maker main view and secondly for the GIF list view. GIF maker view will require two things: a callback method whenever a GIF is generated, and a GIF directory actual directory of the available gifs, or where the gif needs to be generated. So basically I believe that you understand till this point. So if we go on build section, it returns the safe area whose child is scaffold, whose title is Gif Maker on the body. So basically if you have seen on the top of the my class I have assigned view as an empty list. So if it's empty, what we'll show is we'll display a text message saying that we are populating the views as of now, because the get documents directory returns the future, so it is expected to give output after some time, not synchronously. If there's any kind of delay, then user will see this message. Otherwise what will happen is, I'm trying to access views.element at selected index. If the list is empty and if you run element at that list, then it returns a list is empty error, so the entire view will be broken. So for that I've used this center text chat. Basically you will not see this message anytime in your application if you have some memory problem or something. So it contains a bottom navigation bar which will not show the labels. So it will show current index. Whenever the particular bottom navigation is tapped, I'm going to call set state and assign the value that has been passed by this callback. So what are the items in this bottom navigation bar? One for the home, another for the GIF. Since the GIF icon was quite smaller, I have to increase the size of the GIF. So this is the onGIF generated method that has been sent to Gif Maker view. So what it does is, whenever a GIF is generated, it will call this method. On this method, what I'll do is I'll try to again generate the list of GIFs, right? List of GIFs that are available on the GIF directory. If found, I will assign to the available GIFs, and on done, I will again assign it back to the GIF generated GIFs list, and again call the set state and remove the second view, that is the GIF list view, and insert the new GIF list view. So this is almost similar to the init state. I've written this method because whenever a GIF is generated, user goes to the GIF list view screen, a user will not be able to see the latest GIF that has been generated. So whenever a GIF is generated, I'm trying to populate the list with the newfound data that has been inserted by the Gif Maker. So basically that's why I'm doing this. So let's see the both of the screen one by one. Let's go for the Gif main view, right? So if you go to init set, Gif Maker main view. So Gif Maker main view is also a stateful widget. I've assigned an asset path because first image that has been displayed, that is being displayed to the user, is the asset image, a placeholder image that I have created. So it requires GIF directory and requires a function called onGIF generate callback that we have given from the home view. So once everything is assigned in init state, what it does is for the first time when the app is open, it will try to assign widget.asset image path. This is like file path that needs to be displayed, and the file type. File type is the enum that I have created over here. Enum for the nature of, for example, if you have seen the application, on the first it will show an image, right? Image that is being fetched from the asset folder. Second, a video is uploaded. Now the file has changed to video file. Third, when you click on convert to GIF, it shows a GIF file. So displaying a GIF file will be from image directory path, right? And the fourth and the mid-level state, I should say, for all these three types of file is identifying. So basically I have used this identifying for showing the loading screen. If I were to use like boolean value, is video, is asset, is GIF, manage a lot of properties, and it would make my code quite a bit complex and hard to manage. That's why I have resort to nature of file, a enum type. Okay, so during the initial state, what it does is the file path will be the asset path and the file type will be the asset, and we'll call the Flutter FFmpeg class. So what's in the build function? So it again calls a Gif Maker child view, and this child takes in what is the file that needs to be displayed, and it takes in two methods: on convert gif press, as the name suggests, what to do when the gif button is pressed, and secondly on upload video press, what to do when on upload video is pressed, and it takes in nature of file. So this child is quite dumb, and most of the things that needs to be done are sent from this gif main view. On upload press, whenever the on upload button is pressed, what we need to do is we need to call set state and convert the state to identifying, so that we could show the loading progress bar before showing the selection from image gallery. So we have used image picker over here. That takes in, we need to get some video, source will be the gallery. If you got the access, then if the user has selected a video file, then it will see if the selected video file is not equal to null. If it's not equal to none, then the file path will be the new found path that user has selected. I've used a print statement over here, it's not required actually, and we have converted the file type to the video file. Else, if the file selected video is null, then we're gonna convert it back to the asset file, because it was in the loading screen as before that, right? So we'll call file path to asset image and file type to asset, and we're gonna show a error message. So secondly, when on gif is convert to gif is pressed, right? For the conversion, what we have done is, if the file that we are showing whose type is already gif or asset, then we're gonna say user to upload the video first, right? We will not be able to convert an asset file to gif or a gif to gif, right? So in order to stop user from abusing the convert to gif button, we have applied this check. If user is not doing that, then what we'll say is, so now we are working on it, so we're going to change the file type to identifying, because right now we don't know what's going to happen, right? We're going to create a string, right? A string or the full path for the output file that we're going to generate. So gif output file will be our gif directory path plus a slash indicating a directory change. Then we're going to give it a file name using this date time, so that every time a new file is generated and no overriding takes place. And we're going to put an extension called .gif. We have print the path over here once again. It is not required. So Flutter FFmpeg use command line arguments. These are the basic video to GIF conversion arguments over here. So basically, first argument is I, stands for the input. So input is the file path that we have received. Secondly, T, how much time we're gonna seek. It says 2.5. So final generation file will be 2.5 seconds. So SS, that is seconds and seek fast or something. So it try to seek fast as possible. And the output file type, it will be F. And what will be the output file type? It will be a GIF. And where we're going to output this file? On the file name that we have generated over here. So in Flutter, if you have imported the Flutter FFmpeg dependency, then we're going to use Flutter FFmpeg execute with arguments. It takes in the list of string of arguments. So this is perfect for that. After the execution, it takes time. It is a asynchronous call. So it generates an integer result. Basically, what it says is, if it's 0, then the GIF conversion is successful. So now we have said, okay, now our GIF file path is the file that we have generated using the Flutter FFmpeg, and file type is GIF, and we're going to call on generate callback, so that it goes back to the home screen, and home screen again calls a set state and changes the GIF list view class, right? So we have called that method. If it has failed somehow, we're gonna say it has failed, and we're gonna change the file path to the asset path and change the nature of file type to asset and show a appropriate error message to the user. If you want to learn more about the GIF conversion I will link down the video from Fireship. Basically what he does is he makes the GIF generation app in the web, and another one is a written article from the website called Giphy. You might have heard about it. So I will link those articles down in the description as well. If we need to see the GIF child view, this is a very simple widget that doesn't have any special methods in it. It takes in all the input parameters that is being set. So this is like what needs to be displayed. So it will say file to display. What is the type of the file? What happens when on upload video is pressed? What happens when on convert GIF is pressed? Basically it delegates all the important work to the calling class, and it displays the item over here. So if you could see, it is a stateless widget since a column with children and expanded that takes in 3 by 1 size. So first one is the card, a padding, and build a file view, right? So basically depending on the file type, we're going to build the file view. We might need to display an image based on the asset, we might need to display a video controller file, or we might need to display a GIF image view, right? So that's why I've called build file view over here. Below that, it again has a row that has 2 children with expanded, which has child called align. Basically everything is same over here. Alignment set to center. One will show the image selection button, second will show the convert to GIF button. So if you can see over here, build file view. So build file view will use the enum parameter nature of the file. So if it's asset, then we'll call image asset. If it's GIF, then we're gonna call image file, because GIF will be generated from the file. If it is video file, then we're gonna call video player view. If it's identifying, then we're gonna show circular progress indicator. And if a new type of enum is sent, then we're gonna say file type not provided, so that you could write code over here. Okay. Image selection button is nothing but a size box with a width of 150. The child has raised button, and on upload video is pressed, and the function that has been sent from the calling class. So if you could see your video player file is over here. This is again a class that I have created, which is a stateful widget that takes in a video file. Okay, whatever the file you want to play, that takes in a video file, and on its state I will try to initialize the video controller and future of initialize video, whether the video has been initialized or not, and video controller button. Okay, so in its state, if you could say controller is the video player controller file. Which file? The file we have received from the calling class. Now we're gonna call the initialize video on the controller that we have just created. After that, we're gonna add a listener to it, and video control button, first button that needs to be, for example, whenever video is played, we're going to show a play arrow. When user plays, we're going to convert it back to the pause button. So that's what we are doing over here. On the dispose, we're going to call the controller dispose in order to avoid memory leak. So in a video controller listener, we have added a new listener. Listener is nothing but a void function that listens to the state of the video controller, and you can perform some action over here. So for example, if you see here, it again called a set state, because if video is playing, video controller is playing, I'm going to show controller button, that button as a pause. Else now there are two conditions: whether the video has might have reached the end, or video might be paused. If particular thing is ended, then please stick to the beginning of the file and controller and pause the video. Okay, and after that you can simply say controller button to arrow button. So basically this everything is called on set state. So a video player is nothing but a future builder that takes an initialize video future player as a future parameter. Onto the builder function, we use snapshot for various state of the application. For example, if the connection state particular video is properly played, then we're gonna do something. Otherwise, we're gonna say show a circular progress indicator. It's a stack with alignment as center, children, and aspect ratio. So aspect ratio, for example, your video might be horizontal or vertical. Depending on that, it creates the aspect ratio using the controller value aspect ratio, because controller knows what kind of file you are playing, and controller has the data for the aspect ratio. And we're going to call video player. This video player is external library. Once again, it's called video underscore player, and we're going to create an icon button on top of the video file on press. What it does is, if video is playing, we're going to pause the video. If video is not playing, then we're going to play the video. Okay, and icon will be the icon control button. I think this is it. So if we go on gif list view, let's go back to home again and once again. So gif list view is also a stateless widget. It takes a required parameter of generate gif paths. So based on that, if there's nothing, if the generated gifs are empty, then we're going to show you have not created any gif and a sad emoji. Otherwise, we're going to make a grid view builder that has a delegate of sliver grid with free fixed cross axis count. So it will show how many widgets to show on the cross axis of this grid list view. I've set to 2, so that only 2 images shows on the horizontal side of the screen, and how many items depend on the list provided. And upon the item builder will be a cart with elevation of it, and image will be a file, because I know that all those string paths that are being sent from generated gif paths are the file path of the generated gif that I have used, image file. Okay, that's it guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are new here, consider subscribing to this channel. And if you have any question, please leave down in the comment. Follow me on Twitter, message me over there if you need a quick reply or something. And all the source code will be down in the description. If you go to the GitHub, and if you find this source code useful, then give it a star, give it a follow. See you guys next time.